Hello, anime lovers. Welcome back to our anime huddle. And today I'm going to give our first disclaimer. We should have really done this in the beginning, but spoiler warning for Gintama. It will only be from episodes 3 to 61 because episodes 1 and 2 are just filler. Man, I think that ruined the intro. I'm gonna do it again. Hello, anime lovers. I re welcome you back to our anime huddle. And today we are going to be talking about Gintama. If you have not watched Gintama, it is a comedic adventure that follows the following trio: Shinpachi Shimura, a generic looking teenage boy who is a samurai in training that simps over a girl idol; Kagura, a freakishly strong alien Chinese teenage girl that loves pickled seaweed and her giant dog, Tadaharu; and our main character, Gintoki Sakata, our 27-year-old diabetic that enjoys being left alone due to his dark past, which we get glimpses of, but I don't really want to give anything away right now. So, even though it is implied that he has a dark past, he also loves strawberry milk and chocolate parfaits. So, our previously mentioned trio, they go on so many adventures that are filled with highs and also many lows. Like that one time Kintoki gambles his way into debt, or when a trio is hired to be a mascot for the police, which is my favorite episode. It's the most hilarious one. You should definitely check it out. I'll talk about it in the end. Or when Kagura's father came for her and was about to leave the trio. That was sad. This anime is great. What honestly got me to start Gintama was a post that I had seen that said, which is better, One Piece or Gintama? And me, who had only watched One Piece at the time, and on Gintama, I was like, duh, One Piece, clear winner. So I went to the comment section wanting to see how badly Gintama was being roasted. And to my surprise, almost all comments favored Gintama. And especially one comment that stood out for me. It said, people who have only watched One Piece don't know what they're missing out on. And Gintama is the clear winner. Or something around those lines. And it was in 2020, so I also forgot which user was the one that commented this. If not, I would have put it in your screen so you would have known. But if you have said something around these lines, you might be right. Let me explain. So for me, One Piece is my favorite anime and manga. No, I have not kept up with the manga. Well, kinda. I read up to chapter 995 or 996, but since the anime was doing so well, I wanted to see everything play out in the anime. But you might say, but the pacing is so bad, or the animation sucks too. And to that, I say, stop changing the topic. This video is about Gintama. Sheesh. Anywho, yeah, for me, One Piece is my favorite. But I do agree that it is not the best out there. And no, Dragon Ball does not beat One Piece. You can fight me over it anytime. But I'll actually make a separate talk about Dragon Ball and what my thoughts are on it. So you can definitely hope to see that soon. I honestly think there will never be a best manga or a best anime. I think there are definitely tiers in the anime and manga world, but there will never be the best one. And when I started One Piece, I started to get really into it in the Baratier arc. Whoever says that One Piece doesn't get good until Enies Lobby or Alabasta, reread One Piece. You don't know what you're talking about. So, Baratier is when I really started to enjoy One Piece. But what made me fall in love with One Piece was the funny moment or the and little interactions that happened between the Straw Hats, which did not add much to the major narrative of the story, but they actually made me care for those characters. And brief spoiler warning for One Piece. And when it came to Enies Lobby, it was such a huge blow seeing Usopp and Robin leave the crew, or when we saw all the Straw Hats quote unquote die in Sabaody. Man, I was covered in tears. So, how does this all connect to Gintama? Well, Gintama is all about those little character interactions. Gintama only has a handful of serious arcs, and even in those, or at least in the Benizakura arc. It had funny moments, but seeing these characters have these adventures that do not add much to the big narrative of what they're trying to go for, and them just being played for laughs is what made me want to continue this anime, you know? They say that people like to be around those who are funny and that make you laugh. And I got to experience this certain trope with Gintama. I actually care for all the characters now. And when it came down to the serious arcs, I enjoyed them so much because of this fact. They do tease that Gintama has a tragic past and that he fought in the war. And we don't get a whole episode dedicated to all of this, but this just adds to the intrigue of the character. Since there's so much funny or comedy, since there's so much comedy in this show, we only get little glimpses of each character's past and giving glimpses or little hints that these two characters might be connected. And that is the intrigue of the story. So, now that I have made you want to watch Gintama, how should you approach this anime? Well, first of all, skip episodes 1 and 2. Those are definitely filler. And it can be daunting that this anime is 353 episodes. Wait, 353? Oh, you can watch that super easily. We're in quarantine. You can finish it in less than a year. But in my honest opinion, this is not an anime you binge. Yeah, it is a comedic one, but not all comedy is for everyone. So not all episodes are gonna have you laughing so hard that your stomach hurts. So you should really take your time with this anime. You can watch it on and off or an episode a day. That way you can finish it in less than a year. And if you even have more time, you can definitely do 3 a day. But for me, binging it was just a no. I did start to binge it, but I got burnt off because not all episodes are extremely funny. But the comments that I had read really hooked me. So I did drop it for some time, but I picked it up literally just because of the comments. I wanted to see if it was actually better than One Piece, my favorite story. And I really can't pinpoint my finger on why you should not binge it, but just trust me on this. Take your time with it. There's no rush. And if you were wondering, my favorite episode is episode 56. Keep an eye on the chief for the day. Oh my god, this episode was just hilarious. If you get to it, tell me what you thought about it. I thought it was the most funny one out of all of them. Or you can tell me what episode is your favorite, or what has been your experience with the series. Did you love it, hate it, did you drop it, or did you binge it so hard that you forgot to eat? I would really like to know. Anyways, if you like this episode of Anime Huddle, don't forget to follow us on social media. Link is in the description. And like, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. Leave a review in the comment section below. That was it for our Anime Huddle. See you next time.